Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam.
Our acharyas have been fanatically and devotionally attracted to this very wonderful personality, mysterious personality called Sri Giriraj Govardhan. He appears like a pile of rocks. But he is considered to be the greatest servant of Krishna that ever exists in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. Some people say Giriraj Govardhan is Krishna. Right? Have you seen Giriraj Govardhan as Krishna with a peacock feather? And he has a flute. And they say that this is Krishna, non-different from Krishna. And some people say, some devotees say, that he's the best servant of Krishna. So my question to this esteemed assembly of Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis is, the best devotee cannot be God, and God cannot be a devotee of himself. So who is this Giriraj? Is he God, that is Krishna, or is he a servant of Krishna? Is he Hari or is he Haridas? This comes from the Garga Samhita, where Gargacharya says, Giri Rajo Hare Rupam. That Giriraj is the form of Hari. He is Krishna. He is God. Everyone likes this? Yes. Okay. Let's bolster this point again. Second Praman. Let's repeat. Eshaha Govardhano Sakshat Krishna eva na samshayam. Which means this Govardhan, Eshaha Govardhano Sakshat, pointing out to Govardhan, this Govardhan, Krishna eva na samshaya. There is no doubt that he is Krishna alone. Out of the two pramans that we just saw, what is the conclusion? He is God. The first is by Gargacharya, the second is by Vyasadeva. Can Gargacharya speak false? No, because he is the one who gave name to Krishna. Shukla Rakta Tathapita Idanim Krishna Tangataha. The name that we chant of the Supreme Absolute Truth was given by Gargacharya. That we chant every day as Krishna. That name giving ceremony, Namakarana, was done to Krishna in a cowshed by Gargacharya. It's actually mysterious to find the glories of Govardhan. So it's taking some time. It's not very easy to find Krishna. Let's see the third Praman. Now this comes from Krishna himself. He says, Shailosmi. What does he say? Shailosmi means I am this mountain. Shailaha Asmi. I am this mountain. So we saw three proofs till now. Gargacharya, Vyasadeva, and Sri Krishna himself. And all three of them point to one conclusive point. What is that? So it's pretty conclusive, right? Let's just stop our discussion here on the identity. We should be convinced that Giriraj is Krishna because the word says, Na samshayam, there is no doubt. But let's add one more praman. How about that? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave a Govardhan Shila to Raghunath Das Goswami. And he told him, when Raghunath Das Goswami asked Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is this? So Raghunath Das Goswami received an answer from Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Please kindly chant. This comes from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Prabhu kahe, Ei Shila, Krishna Raswarup. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Raghunath Das Goswami that this Govardhan Shila is actually Krishna. Prabhu kahe Ei Shila, Krishna Raswarup. That this Govardhan is non-different from Krishna. So who are the four different authorities that we saw? Authority number one, Gargacharya. Authority number two, Vyasadeva. Authority number three, Krishna. Authority number four, and all four of them have concluded that Sri Giriraj Govardhan is Krishna. He is God. Pretty conclusive? Okay. Not so easy. Why? Because these were witnesses from the first lawyer. Now we introduce in the court of our discussion the second lawyer from the opposing party. and they bring in their witnesses. And this party is saying, actually Govardhan is the servant of Krishna. So you want to hear a few pramans for that? Chalo, let's go. Praman number 1. Rupa Goswami himself. Rupa Goswami calls Govardhan Tata. In Sanskrit, the word Tata could mean any superior. Like father, like grandfather. He calls Govardhan as the grandfather of Vrindavan. He says all the Brajbasis, they live in Vrindavan. That's like the lap of the grandfather called Giriraj. Giriraj Govardhan is the grandfather because he's supplying everything. The Brajbasis say Giriraj is so tall that his high peaks are agitating the clouds. And the clouds are bursting to give. What do the clouds give? Rain. By the rain, what happens? Grass is growing. By the grass, the cows are happy. When the cows are happy, what do they give? Milk. When they give milk, what happens? So many milk products. Yeah. And when the milk products come in, there's one king called Nanda Baba who's very happy because his business is having profit. So when Nanda Maharaj has a profit in his business, the whole of Vrindavan is happy. Whole of Vrindavan. It is Sri Giriraj Govardhan who's taking care of the whole of Vrindavan by becoming a grandfather to the community. So therefore, what does Rupa Goswami call Govardhan as? Tata. Which means father, grandfather, great-grandfather, because he's been there for such a long time. Second evidence, Srila Sanatana Goswami. Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad has written a verse in Sri Brihad Bhagavatamrita, and please let us all call and respond to that. Govardhano Jayati Shaila Kuladirajo Yad Gopikabhi Udito Haridasa Varyo. Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad in the Brihad Bhagavatamrita, he says, "O Govardhan, I bow down to you because you are not just the servant of Sri Hari, you are the best among servants of Sri Hari." Sri Giriraj Govardhan ki. Third proof, Shukadev Goswami. Shukadev Goswami in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam, he has said, "Hantaya madri ravala haridasa varyo yadrama Krishna charana sparsha pramodaha manam tanoti sahago ganayostayoryat pani asuya vasakandara kandamulai." This is Canto 10, chapter 21, text 18. "O Sri Giriraj, I bow down to you because you are celebrated and worshipped as the best among servants of Sri Hari." Srila Raghunath Das Goswami in the 8th verse of this very wonderful composition, this beautiful, wonderful composition, it's entitled Govardhan Vas Prarthana Dashakam, for those of us who want to, for record purpose. It's a composition by Srila Raghunath Das Goswami on 10 verses, which are prayers for getting residence at the foothill of Govardhan. So there in the 8th verse, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami calls Govardhan as Haridasa Varya. Do you see that? Except for the break in Shreni, you can see Haridasa and Varya, which means, "O Giriraj, you are the best among servants." So now there's a tie on both sides. 4 on this side and 4 on this side. We are back to square one. Dear assembly, what do you have to pick? And in this situation of a debate, whether he's Krishna or whether he's the best servant of Krishna, our acharyas explain that there are 2 ways to see this. From his perspective and from our perspective. If you worship Giriraj as Krishna, very good. If you worship Giriraj as the best among devotees, you are worshipping the best among servants, which is even higher than worshipping Krishna. Because ye me bhakta jana partha name bhaktascha te jana mad bhaktanam cha ye bhakta te me bhakta kilamataha. Shastra describes Krishna saying, those who proclaim themselves to be my devotees are not my devotees. But those who proclaim to be the devotees of my devotees, Krishna says, actually they are my devotees. This is why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Gopi bhartur upada kamalayor dasa dasanudasaha. My Lord, I am not your servant. I simply aspire to be a humble, insignificant servant of the servants of Sri Hari. So therefore, if you worship Govardhan as Krishna, very good. But if you worship Govardhan as the best among servants of Krishna, then it pleases him more than just worshipping him as Krishna. Is it wrong to worship him as Krishna? The answer is no. But if you worship him as the best among servants, it pleases him more than just worshipping him as Krishna. Because Krishna is happy when his devotees are served.